Hi guys, I really have to get used to this pressing the button on straight away being on. My MacBook always used to do this 3, 2, 1 thing, and I had a couple of seconds to get ready. Oh, 3 seconds I guess. Right, I'll try to be quick because this camera keeps overheating or doing something funny. Two thoughts. First thought, I'm gonna try and reshoot some of my older bag reviews simply because the old video quality isn't great, and secondly because I thought you might be interested to see how I've gotten on since that first review. Some of them are probably a couple of years old, yeah, maybe 2.5 years old, or maybe even older, not sure. Anyway, so watch this space. I'm going to reshoot some of the old reviews that I've done before, and I will let you know how said bags have been getting on, how often I use them, whether they've worn very well, all of that kind of stuff. Secondly, a couple of bags here that I have reviewed before, but I thought it would be worth comparing them, and that's because the Roxette was kind of hailed, from what I understand, even officially from Mulberry, as a sort of new version or new take on the Roxanne. Now, this is a Roxanne and this is a small Roxette, so I guess you should really compare a Roxette with a Roxanne and maybe a small Roxette with a Rosemary. But my Rosemary I find much smaller in terms of what I can get in there than the Roxette, so I've decided to compare these two. Right, first things first. This one is made from oak Darwin leather, and the leather itself is already quite heavy, and then there's a lot of stuff going on. So we've got 2 outside pockets, we've got these 3 rather hefty straps with heavy hardware on them, and the handles themselves are also quite chunky. So the whole bag, I would say, is already quite a bit heavier than the Roxette. Shall we measure? Let's measure. We've got a width of about 34 centimeter versus a width of just over 30 centimeters. Okay, so this is a little bit shorter. Depth 18, depth 14, height 19, maybe 20 because it's a bit slouchy, height 21. So yeah, this one is a bit small, but I have to say in terms of capacity, found it very similar. Handle drop, I'm going to sneeze, 22 centimeters and 10 centimeters, excuse me, 10 centimeters. But this one, the Roxette, comes with a long thin strap. This one doesn't, even though lots of people use straps. Ideally, I like to use one of those wide guitar straps just because she is so heavy, and I also think it works really well with how the bag looks. Now, in terms of features, another point to note, which obviously has an impact on weight, is, as I said already, lots of going on with buckles and closures and stuff, but the 2 outside pockets. I love having outside pockets because I love having tissues handy, clearly, or things like travel tickets. I probably wouldn't put anything in there that you would be worried about being stolen. You know, it's probably the best pickpocket's best friend to have sort of easy access outside pocket, especially if you carry it sort of across your body and it's hanging behind you kind of thing. So I probably wouldn't do that. But I really like that. And obviously, excuse the sniffling, the Roxette doesn't have any outside pockets. Features on the outside are really just this long thin strap with a little buckle closure and the cloche, which is a new take on the cloche. I thought this would be really fiddly. I thought this would do my head in, and it doesn't, but I also have to tell you, I never really put the little pin through. I just thread this through, so a lot less fiddly than I expected it to be. Now, once we get in, first thing, or the biggest thing for me probably in terms of difference, is that once I take all of the stuffing out, this one puddles. This one isn't stuffed and just stands, so much more structure. And then on the inside here we have just one zip pocket in the back, no lining, it's just self-lined essentially with the suede. This one is lined with microfiber. I was a bit of a snob in terms of microfiber, didn't really like the idea, but it's, you know, it's easy to maintain, it's very lightweight, don't have so much of a problem with it anymore. We've got the strap line in here, and then we have 2 slip pockets on the front. Can you see that? 2 slip pockets on the front and 1 zip pocket across the back. So really handy, you can pop a couple of mobile phones in there and something, whatever, valuables or whatever in the back. Right, this was a really quick whistle stop tour of Roxanne versus Roxette, because I wanted to get this in before little one shouts again or my camera overheats and start switching itself off basically. 5 minutes and something, that must be a new record for me. Anyway, I hope you find this useful. Thanks. Oh, and let me know what you think. Bye.